Hey guys, Kristen with Expert Credit Sweeps. So everything that I go over tonight, you will be with the notes and the cheat sheet that you will find a link to wherever this video is, such as the website, Facebook, or YouTube. So what I will be covering is credit repair 101 versus credit sweeps, identity theft versus credit sweeps, how to use the validation of debt letters correctly, and the 6 ways you are ruining your own credit repair. So very quickly on the credit repair 101 versus credit sweeps. So many people get this twisted. Credit sweeps are not the identity theft method. Sometimes they can be if you're an actual victim of identity theft, but most of the time that is not the case. And by using the identity theft method, you are ruining your chances of getting the deletions, because obviously you're going to get denials in the mail from the credit bureaus and nobody wants that. So the difference between the two of them is that with identity theft, obviously there is a police report, an FTC report, or an affidavit where you're claiming that these items are due to fraud. And, unless you actually have backup documentation and, proof that these things are actually, resulting from fraud, it's not going to work, because millions of people use this method when they weren't supposed to, including companies without your knowledge. So in comparison, a credit sweep is where you or a company utilizes every method besides identity theft and technique to get the items off in the fastest manner possible. So the time frame difference would be credit sweep is 6 months or less versus credit repair 101 is a minimum of 12 months and sometimes even an average of 2.5 years. I mean, literally nobody has 2 years to do this. Obviously, it took a long time to get your credit to the point that it is, but it really shouldn't take that long to get it fixed. So the difference in disputing would be that instead of just with, bureau disputes, you are looking at bureau, creditor, and collection agency disputes, as well as even complaints with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the Attorney General, the BBB, so on and so forth. So moving right along, we already covered credit repair 101 versus credit sweeps and identity theft versus, the regular credit sweeps. So these are the notes that I said that you'd have a copy of. Going on to the next thing, how to use the validation of debt dispute correctly. So first thing is first, validation of debt should not be used on credit cards or credit card related collections. Okay, unless you actually, have no idea where this account came from, and they're saying that you owe Chase or whatever, Chase sold it to Portfolio Recovery or Calvary, and you never had a card with them. That would be an exception. But if you did have a card with Chase, and now that collection agency is hassling you for money, you wouldn't want to send it to them, because anything credit card related, just trust me, you don't want to do it. I've received tons of comments and phone calls on, how to send the VOD letter to credit card collections, and that's why I wanted to start with that first before anything else, okay? Do not send it to credit card collection agencies, please. Another thing is that you don't want to send this to the original creditor, okay? Some dispute letters and some templates, they don't have, the laws or statutes pertaining to the FDCPA, and sometimes that's okay. But if you look at the cheat sheet that I'm giving you, it specifically states, for creditors or the situation or the bureaus or whatever, this is the type of dispute that you want to send or the statute you want to use. If it is a direct to original creditor dispute, that's a 623 dispute. It is not the VOD using the FDCPA. Okay, so an instance that you would want to use it is, let's say that you have a non-credit card related collection, such as medical, utility, cell phone, that kind of falls into utility, storage, timeshare, really anything that's not credit card related and that doesn't have to do with banking, financing, vehicles, none of that stuff. Those are different letters. So let's just say that there is a medical place, ABC Hospital, stating that you owe them $5,000 for a surgery you never had. That is when you want to send this directly to them via certified mail. Okay. Now, if it was a financing place or banking or, credit card or whatever, and maybe you did have an account with them, but you don't agree with the balance, or there's another inaccuracy, and hopefully it goes back a couple of years, because some of these places do not keep good records. But the bigger the company, the better their records are going to be kept. Anyways, send them a 623. Okay. Along those notes, when you are disputing with the bureaus, make it as simple as possible. Okay. You don't need to be sending those really long letters that are 4 pages and that go on about, pursuant to section 1681 and 623 and 609, blah, blah, blah. They already know the law, obviously. And you don't want to sound like a credit repair company, or that you're with a credit repair agency, or any of those things, because I kind of call it putting it in the second pile. You want to look like a genuine client or genuine consumer who has issues that need to be fixed. That's it. And if you look at the cheat sheet with the notes, there are 2 examples about how simple your dispute letters need to be. And if you're my client, you know how simple I make the bureau disputes. The only time that I really throw in laws like that is when, they're not in compliance, they being the bureaus, or I had to make complaints with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. There's some sort of violation going on, and, something needs to be done about it. Besides that, no, pursuant to section 609, the law states that blah, 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 they're false reporting. They know the law, okay? So enough with that. Just please be careful with the validation of debt letters. I really can't stress this enough. I want you to look at the cheat sheet and make sure that you understand for each type of dispute and who you are disputing with, there's a very specific way that you need to dispute with them, okay? Going on to the next section. And you guys know that I've already talked about the validation of debt a lot, probably in 2 different videos and posts and everything. I just wanted to get a little bit more into it. Okay, so 6 ways you are ruining your own credit repair. There's really like 1,000, but I really went into depth on, not even really into depth, but I went further into 6. So everywhere you look online, you can see, people telling you that this is the right way to do things, don't do that, blah, blah, blah. These are the companies that you should go to, because it's literally littered all over the internet, okay? I won't mention who they are, but I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. So the first one that I want to go over is stop disputing online, guys. People don't understand. People are using this word incorrectly or doing what they're not supposed to. Just heed my warning, okay? Do not dispute online. If you have an account with Credit Karma or really any other site, or even, I don't know if Capital One does it, Discover, I don't know, I don't care. If it gives you an option to dispute something like an inaccuracy, such as a late payment or an unknown account, online, do not do it. The reason for this is because when you initiate your dispute, there's a box that you check off that you're basically giving away your rights to sue the bureaus and sue the creditors when it comes back, meaning the results come back and it's not in your favor. So Why would you do that when you could just send a dispute letter? You're not giving up your rights. I mean, that's kind of common sense. Just, I really shouldn't have to go into it any further here. Do not dispute online. I probably could say there were 20 calls this week where I've asked if they've disputed before themselves or with another company, and they said yes. I disputed online, nothing happened, and I told them why it didn't work and why they're getting the responses that they're getting. That's why. Sorry, my alert went off on my computer. So second thing is, it's a myth about handwritten letters and disputing. I've tested a bunch of stuff. I've done everything that I can to really make my program the best that there is. I'm not saying I'm a genius. I'm not saying I'm the best in the world, but, I really do everything that I can to help my clients. And disputing with handwritten letters, you're just wasting your time. What happens is that when you write a dispute letter, it's going to go to the credit bureaus, whether you sent it via mail or you faxed it or whatever, and they put it through a scanner. The scanner is going to then create a two-digit code and send it over to the creditor. So let's say that, whatever reason your handwriting's really jacked up and it gets to a human, they're really still going to turn it into a two-digit code and send it over to the creditor. So, either way, kind of just wasted your time with the handwritten letter and everything. And, your handwriting's nothing special. Even if you write cursive, upside down, sideways, all you're going to do is either have it go to the two-digit code to the creditor, or you're going to get a response from the credit bureau stating that your dispute was illegible and that you have to do it over again, and then you just wasted like 2 weeks. Nobody wants that. Next thing is and I kind of already touched base on this, but stop sending those law-heavy disputes or the template letters. Once again, what you don't want to do is look like a credit repair company. And some people, none of my clients ever had, but I've heard of it where, you get a response stating that you're working with a credit repair agency and they will not ever investigate your items that are on your dispute letters. You definitely don't want that. Do not put, like I said, those four-page letters with all of that laws, and they know the laws, guys. Make it simple. You're just a consumer who needs help, and that's it. The next one is stop believing in everything. If it sounds too good to be true, it's because it is. All right. So, there's legally 30 days in between disputes. So when you're using the legal method, these companies can tell you, oh, we guarantee in less than, 30 days or 3 weeks, 7 days, 14 days, you're going to have, X amount of deletions. It's guaranteed. First, how is that possible? Okay. Especially when the whole point is to get, permanent deletions, not temporary deletions. Anybody, including my 3-year-old, could get temporary deletions. Unless you're, going for a mortgage or trade lines or whatever, and obviously if you have the money to do that, that's the only way that you'd want that. But to get permanent deletions, that's not the way to go. And don't believe it. Sounds too good to be true. It's because it is. Number 5, don't send certified mail to the bureaus. You are wasting your money. You're not going to sue them, although plenty of people have, obviously. So certified mail needs to go to your creditors and to the collection agencies, all right? Sending it to the credit bureaus, like I said, you're just wasting your money. If you have a fax machine, fax it. There is your proof of receipt. I've never, ever, ever had it where I faxed over a dispute letter and it came, obviously I got the thing saying that it went through and then they said they never got it. It just hasn't happened. Lastly, number 6, regarding companies, meaning credit repair companies or anybody, reporting to do credit repair. When you call them, if they do not ask what is going on with your credit repair, your credit report, and what you have, what type of account, or, whether you've disputed before, the quantity, the actual account types, whatever, if they don't ask that stuff, it's probably a scam. I literally won't even go any further in a phone call until I find out what's going on with someone's credit report, because obviously if I don't know, I can't help you. I have to know what's going on with your credit report to determine if I can assist you, what the process is going to be, whether there's any guarantee that I can give you, pricing, time frame, so on and so forth. Okay, so questions a real credit repair company will ask you will be just like I said: what's going on with your credit report? What type of negative items do you have? How far behind are you on your vehicle payments, your mortgage, your credit cards, so on and so forth? What was your experience if you went to a company? Why aren't you with them anymore? Or why didn't you go back to them? Why are you calling me? Whatever. And about your goals, and if certain things are deleted, what would you be able to do? Stuff like that. So there's the right way to do things, and there's the wrong way. And you just have to be very careful with the way you dispute, how you're disputing. I just want you guys to have the right information. I've been doing this for a very long time, and I get the results. So to show you what I'm talking about, as well as to show you what is the cheat sheet and what notes I'm talking about, I'm going to share my screen with you, and I will pull that up. Okay, so this is the cheat sheet. So as I said, the dispute type, dispute method, bureau disputes, creditor, non-credit card collections, so on and so forth. 2 examples I was talking about, and then the notes that go with this webcast, okay? Because I know that I talk fast, or maybe I didn't go into something that I actually have the notes on. You can always go back and read it. And then as far as knowing what I'm talking about, these are some recent progress reports, and everything in yellow is a deletion. Okay, so this one, this is a 1 month results. This is for the same file. This is 1 month results. Like I said, everything in yellow is a deletion. This file actually took a year to do. Deleted everything in the end. Blue is added. I'm just showing you different types of results. Everything in yellow, once again, is deletions. This is a 1 month. Client signed up on 9/15. I did their progress report, and they had 29 deletions on the first round. This file currently is completed, 3 months. So anyways, back to this, I do want you to know that you should look up the changes with the FCRA as of July 1st, 2017, because it can help you remove tax liens, evictions, and judgments. So once again, that is going to be posted wherever this video is at. Now, if you need help, I am definitely here to help you, and I offer 2 different solutions, okay? So option number 1 is called project-based consulting. So it's only $85 an hour, and we do one-on-one just like this. It's all video and screen share and everything, so that I can obviously determine how I'm going to help you. We can see what the problems are. Now, if you want to still continue to do it yourself, but do it the correct way, then, by all means, sign up for, your 1 hour consulting, or even if you need more than 1 hour, if you have a lengthy file, or even if you are a broker or you're with a company, anything like that. The second way, obviously, is for me to take over your file. Okay, so if you want me to do that, you can schedule your free consultation with me, and it is for 30 minutes. Yes, like I said, it is free, and we can determine, just like you said before, whether I can assist you, what's going on, come up with a process. I will give you the pricing, and if you decide to sign up, I start your file the same day. Okay, so I welcome any comments, suggestions, questions, and I hope you enjoyed this webcast, and that's basically it. You guys have a great evening.